Welcome back to the final segment of the Loveland Report, Lone Ranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland alongside Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger. We've been talking numbers in Central Florida. We've been talking how the rates, the Fed rate cut has held mortgage rates low, and they're going to go lower. We've been talking about Central Florida's appreciation, talking about the seller's market we're still in. I'm calling the bottom right now. I'll be able to look back 6 months from now, see if I can look back and see inventory stabilized. I'm hoping next month we get a little drop in inventory. You're seeing your applications up, right?
Applications are way up right now. Refinances and purchases are way up right now.
That payment from a year ago on a $500,000 house is down about $600.
That's about right.
And then you help them get their score from a 670 to a 740.
Absolutely.
It's going to come down even more. So I want to dig in. I got a couple listings left here, Bruce. I'm going to start these from low to high. 92.5 for this condominium, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,200 square feet. That's a great price for a condo. This is in Leesburg. This is the best price condo in the whole market around it. There's probably about 20 others for sale. And you've got 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, fresh paint, fresh carpet and flooring, vinyl flooring, in excellent condition. The second floor unit, beautiful views, kind of perched on top of a hill. Then you're on the second floor looking across the hills of Leesburg. I've got a house, a 2 bedroom, 2 bath home, getting a new roof. Waterfront. I talked about waterfront and resale value earlier in the show. $299 for this one, 1,500 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1 car garage, split plan, all tile and laminate flooring, no carpet in the house, big Florida room on the back, beautiful view of the pond out back. And I'm not talking a little pond you can pitch a baseball across. This is a enormous conservation area with a huge pond in it, and that's for $299. I've got a house needs a little bit of fix up, and this is not a total rehab. This really is just kitchen cabinets, really. 1,500 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths for $333. This house is in a neighborhood of $400,000 homes. And I've got a kitchen guy getting me a quote on this. I think it's going to be about 10 grand for granite to replace all the cabinets in the house and both bathrooms. It's a split plan. This is a newer home. Got your high ceilings, got the split plan, got a big porch across the back of it, about 30 feet long. You're on a pond. We talked about water. Again, I've got this great resale value here built in at $333 for that one. We got a fresh roof. AC is new. Hot water heater is new on that one. Townhome in Lake Nona. This is the best price townhome around at $339.9. 1,400 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths with a 1-car garage. And this is not deep down Narcoossee where you're kind of stuck in the middle of all that traffic, Bruce. I don't know if you've been down there lately. This is right on the northern edge of Lake Nona.
Try not to.
The neighborhood is on Lake Nona, and the neighborhood center, the community, the dock, the fitness center, the pickleball courts, the tennis courts, basketball courts are all right there. It's a gated community with single family homes in the community, helping your resale value for $340 on that one. And then I've got one in Tuscaloosa. We talked about downsizing, great community, $430,000 for this one, 1,500 square feet, 2 bedrooms with a den, 2.5 baths, and also has got all renovated, Bruce. Beautiful renovation on it for $430,000 in Wedgwood Tennis Villas in Tuscaloosa. Call me if you want to take a look at those, or have your realtor call me. If it's a Loveland Properties listing, realtors, I am co-broking. I'm not playing games with your commission. You're going to get paid for bringing us a good buyer, and we will make sure you earn your money.
Good for you. You always do it right.
I just don't. This commission law kind of muddied the waters for some people, and so I just talked to a seller the other day, and I told him, I said, I'll call you in a couple months. He listed, and he said, I'm going to do it and not pay a co-broke. And I said, I'll talk to you in 90 days. I said, how long of a listing did you get? And he goes, 90 days. And I said, I hope you sell, but you're complicating the deal. This is a $500,000 house. And that means that buyer's got to pull 15 grand or some amount close to that out of their pocket to pay their realtor. And that's going to complicate it.
Nah, you don't want to do that.
So anyway, and also brings me to another thing. There was a lawsuit that ruled somebody did, I don't know what genius thought of this. They did like a 40-year listing contract.
What?
For the family on a house. And they put the date out there, 40, and these people were suing it. I guess it was a mega $1 million property. This is out in California. Worked its way through the court system. They finally said, no, your 40-year listing is not good. You should have an easy exit listing. My listings are 6 months. I usually have you sold in 2 to 3, maybe a little less, depends on your house. But my listing agreement, I give you a carte blanche cancellation. Mine is basically a 1-day listing. If you don't like me or you don't agree with what I'm doing, you can fire me. I have so many people, Bruce, that call me off this show saying they're unhappy. They haven't talked to their realtor in 6 weeks.
And they can't get out of their contract.
They called one and they can't even get the person at the office. They call them, they're their job. They need to sell. Their new home's being delivered. They need to do something. And I don't do that. You have a $0 cancellation fee with me. I haven't had anybody cancel on me for being a knucklehead. I've had people decide to change situations and, hey, let's try next year. Let's put the kids in it. Let's rent it out. But I'm working to help you with your real estate plan not just to make a buck and tie you up in a contract where you're unhappy.
Well, we're the same way. We don't charge an application fee. I see people paying fees. I talked to a client the other day that was paying a company to help her fix her credit. It was the lender, the realtor, and a credit repair all in one. And
one person was that
the whole company was all in one. I think it was probably one person. Right. It was a joke. And I looked at that and I'm like, well, how long you been in it? She goes, about a year. I'm like, and you still have a 540 credit score? Apparently they're not doing what they said. Oh no, they're doing a great job. I'm like, okay, lady, if you think so, go for it.
Well, you and I've been doing this for a long time. You got more time than me. I've got 30 years and we most of our business comes back to us from referrals and people that have used us before.
Yep. Hey, listen, if you're looking for new construction, I want to talk to you about Trinity Family Builders. They've got communities in St. Cloud, Mineola, Groveland, Claremont, Leesburg. I mean, they've got communities all over Central Florida. You interested in Trinity or new construction, I highly encourage you to stop by Trinity Family Builders. Tell them the Loan Arranger sent you. You'll get your closing costs paid, and we'll do rate buy downs, closing costs paid. You get a great house for the dollar amount. It is incredible. They're a great builder, family builder, been in business for a long time. And I truly think these are one of the best production builders in Central Florida. Then we go down to Lakeland, Bartow, Frostproof, Avon Park, Babson Park.
Southern Homes dominates Polk County.
Incredible builder. This builder is family owned. They've been in business for a long time, and they'll pay all your closing costs up to 6% toward your closing costs for rate buy down and everything. Their homes literally start in the high twos and go all the way up to about $800,000. Now they do have lakefront properties that are in that price point, but can you imagine being on a lake for a brand new home for $800,000? That's a pretty good deal. But if you're looking for that average home for a 3 or 4 bedroom, 3 bath home in the mid 300s, incredible brand new construction, call me about Trinity Family Builders or Southern Homes, and I will connect you to the right people. If you're a real estate agent, stop screwing around with your lenders just because they're buying you donuts. Look, you want a lender that it's going to get your deal to the closing table and make sure your clients are happy. The Loan Arranger, I've been in business for 35 years. I've closed tens of thousands of loan transactions. I watch the market like a hawk. Nobody knows what's going on in my industry better than I do. I spend my days watching it so I can properly advise my clients. You want somebody that's got every loan program you can possibly think of. You want somebody that returns phone calls. You don't go to a phone queue when you call me. You're either going to get me or you're going to get my voicemail. And either way, you're going to get a phone call back. If you call my office during business hours, you're going to get a receptionist. You're going to get to the people that can answer the question. We're going to make it smooth, simple, and easy. My name's Bruce Woodburn. I'm the Loan Arranger. 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com.
Bruce, and we haven't covered it. Go into all your products. I mean,
go into all my products.
Do as many as you can. As many as you can. Do the A to Z on the products. Yeah.
So we've got all your FHA, VA, conventional loans, jumbo, super jumbo, reverse mortgages. We have home equity line of credit. I have construction perm loans, and I have them not only on conventional, but also FHA and VA. I have 100% financing. I have physician loans with as little as no money down and no PMI. I have renovation loans, 203K FHA loans for renovation. I literally have every type of product that you could possibly think of. Here's what I don't do. I don't do personal loans. I don't do auto loans. And I used to say I don't do lot loans, but I can broker out lot loans right now. Okay. I just don't do a lot.
Well, the construction perm is one thing.
The construction perm covers the lot inside of it.
And sometimes what I've had, construction perms in the metro area are kind of rare because you got to buy a house and knock it down. There's
unless you're building custom.
Yeah, and I have people asking me I need 2 acres in Sorrento. I'm like, I don't think we're going to find that. You need to buy a house, and we're going to renovate that to your likings.
Renovate it or build a new one.
Yeah, if you want to tear it all down and do that. So I'm seeing most people finding the house they like and then doing the renovation on that house. And I'd recommend doing it all in one package. I've done the whole buy your house and renovate it as you like. And by the time I get done with most of renovation, the first part I started renovating the bathroom, it needs to be redone by now. Everything's changed because I've been in my house for 25 years just about. Yeah. So, but it is.
Well, our construction to perm loans are a little bit different than most. Most of them are 2-time closes. Okay. So meaning that you close on the construction portion of it and you pay your closing costs. Then when it's finished, you pay closing costs again because it's essentially a refinance transaction. We've eliminated that. We have a one-time close. That means your rate's locked in up front. And I give you a float down option when you're 30 days from completion. So your rates are a little higher on construction loans, but I'm going to give you the market rate when the house is finished, and you don't have to refinance. It's so amazing. Listen, even if you lost your job in the middle of construction, it won't affect it. On a 2-time close, you have to requalify when you're finished. So for all of you that are looking for a great construction loan, give the loan arranger a call right now at 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. Refinances are really up right now. People are consolidating debt. They're doing rate reduction. I'm doing a ton of VA streamline reductions because you don't have to really qualify as long as your payments have been made on time.
When do you think right now, do we still have compression like up front? Your rate's 6 1/4 or 6 1/8, and you still got that 2 points because people are afraid, the industry's afraid it's going to get refinanced in the next year or two. When do you think that'll go away? We get down to the mid fives?
You're going to have to get down into the low fives before the compression goes away. Yep. But I'm not encouraging people to wait for that right now. But there are a segment of the market on refinances that I'm discouraging from doing it right now. Now, I know no other lender in the country is going to do that. If you call any lender right now, they're going to go, let me show you how to save your money right now.
Any 800 number.
And listen, they're right. They can save you money right now. But if you do a streamline refinance, and you can't, and on a VA loan, you can't do it again for another 241 days. So let's look at what you need the rate to be, and let's be realistic as to whether we think it's going to get there.
And here's something you check,
or should we do it now?
Can you lose? Well, VA doesn't have PMI, right?
No.
Okay.
They have a funding.
They got the funding fee. But at a certain point, you might be able, if you got a conventional loan or an FHA, you might be able to go over where you have no PMI.
Absolutely. I'm eliminating PMI with people with FHA all the time.
So all those things come into play. But that's what's important about talking to you.
Listen, you don't pay anything for me to look at it. And you don't have to worry about your credit being affected because I'm going to start with a soft credit pull. The only time a hard credit pull is needed at a pre-qualification is on an FHA loan because you can't run DU approvals without a hard credit pull.
Bruce, I've got one. This is the other thing to think about when, I don't know if that VA streamline applies, but if you got a 30-year note and it's 4 years old, you got a 26-year mortgage left.
Yes, you do.
Don't be a refi-aholic. And so wait for the right moment. You'll tell them that when they call you.
And we can do a 20-year loan. We can do a 15-year loan. We got all kinds of options for that. I'm doing a couple of 15-year loans right now for folks, and you can get your rate way down on those products. So all you have to do is contact me, put me to the test, check out my Google reviews, check me out on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Cleve and I are all over the media. You can check us out, check out our reviews. Then call me at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Listen to the Loan Arranger Show Sundays on WDBO at 11 o'clock, and we'll be there. Yes,
all right. You need help selling. You need help getting your house ready. You want to just see what your real estate plan is. The kids are going to be out of school next year. You want to head for the golf course community.
For the hills.
Head for the hill. Make the house smaller. They can't move back in then. You want to do that. You have property management. You haven't seen rent in a couple months. You aren't getting late fees. You're getting slow paid. Any of that. You want to buy a house. Now's the time to do it. 407-352-8118. CleveLoveland.com. At Loveland Cleve. Have a great weekend.
At Loveland Cleve.
Instagram.
Boy,
catch up, old
fancy,
man. Catch up.
I got to catch up, old man. All right. If you're looking to lose weight, call me. I lost 66 pounds now. And if you want to know how I did it, call me. I'll get you discounts on all of your services and medication. 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. God bless. I hope all of you survived the hurricane okay. And Cleve and I are here for you anytime. Have a great weekend. All right.
I'm out of town. I go to Europe.
When?
I go to Europe the 11th.
You dog.
Yeah, we'll see.
And Brenda's going too, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I don't think I'd take that trip without her. I'd let her go without me if she wanted. But
yeah, I know how that is.
She's got a friend that lives in Florence, Italy, that has a house there.
Right.
Just go see her. So,
okay. So when are we leaving? What are we talking here?
I'm gone the week of the 11th to the 18th. So that not next week, but the week after, we need to do 2 shows. You want to stay late that Tuesday or that Wednesday?
Let's get. Hey there. Bring your calendar stuff in. Cleve's going to be out of town. I want to coordinate some things here.